That's the end of the poetry, guys. Now, the announcement for this segment. The segment is kid friendly in some kind of way, but I feel like they could do without it. Now, unless these children have experienced losing a sibling that you were expecting, I think it's best to let kids stay kids for as long as possible. So, parental supervision is advised. You've been advised. But the topic for this segment is miscarriage. Now, for the parents that decided to let their kids watch, I'm going to define miscarriage. Miscarriage is when an embryo or fetus dies before the 20th week of pregnancy. Miscarriages usually happen early in your pregnancy. 8 out of 10 miscarriages happen in the first 3 months. That's crazy to me. Lots of people experience this kind of pregnancy loss. In fact, 10 to 20% of pregnancies end in a miscarriage. All right. Speak on it. Because I'm going to always speak on it. That's why I'm for real. That's why I'm Deonne. That's why I'm here. Anyways. All right. You may think or ask, what were my thoughts when I found out I was pregnant? I was so bad. I was so heated because, for one, I told him I didn't want a baby out of wedlock. Now, I guess it takes two to make a child. Decisions, irresponsibilities, and I ended up pregnant. Now, my thoughts when I found out how far I was 6 weeks and 2 days. That's pretty far. That's almost 2 months. I was like, oh my God, I'm about to have a baby. I'm too selfish for this. I like my money, and I like my time, and I like my peace and quiet, and I like my sleep. But I am pro-choice, and I also feel at a certain age, you get too old to be pro-choice. You need to start taking responsibility of your actions. So I was never gonna be like, all right, delete. I'm not like that. But I don't judge people that are, because at the end of the day, everyone has a different situation. Everyone has a life, and your choice is there for you to choose it, because it's your body, your life. Do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, my thoughts and feelings when I found out I had a threat for a miscarriage. Okay. So, I went to the hospital, right? And, obviously I was pregnant. They was telling me, all right, I'm having a light bleeding. This almost was like the beginning of a period kind of bleed, and it was not consistent. So it confused me. And at the same time, I'm like, maybe I ain't pregnant after all. So then we get there, and she shows me the heartbeat of the child, and I'm like, oh my God, it's a baby in me. Oh my God, I'm about to have a kid. Oh my God, I'm not ready. But I was gonna do it, because adults own up to their responsibilities. So I seen the heartbeat, and then she's like, yeah, you have a threat for a miscarriage. Now, everything, it was so much to deal with. I had just lost my mom a month before all of this happened. So I'm like, not even thinking in a pace. And this was crazy, right? So I'm like, I got all this stuff to think about. So I'm really not dealing with it right now. I'm not dealing with it right now at the time. So my thoughts when it happened, okay? And pregnancy have your hormones everywhere. So I was already emotional and stressed from mom dying, all the other stuff that I have going on, and now I'm pregnant. Oh my goodness. Adults, responsibility. I'm gonna repeat that. Now, when it happened, so me and my spouse at the time, we went to Walmart, and we just had to grab a few things. We had just came from the hospital, found out how far along I was, and all that. And I would say around this time, I wasn't mad about being pregnant anymore. I was getting used to it. I was reasoning within logic, and mom dying. She used to always ask me when I'm gonna have a baby. All right, now I'm pregnant, I'm gonna have a baby. Things happen for a reason. I was thinking, and I still do believe that things happen for a reason. Now, I still do. Now, we was in Walmart, and I went to use the restroom, and I had to pee. Man, first of all, I have to pee all the time anyway, but when I was pregnant, and it still sounds weird to say, I don't know.